the Bears get there for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Flacco looks to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Charles, you are the master of abstract facts. So who would you say is the best player ever drafted from Ashland University in Ohio?
How about the only one ever drafted from there? Adam Shaheen, the tight end. Went to the Chicago Bears. Began his college career, though, as a basketball player, Division II in the state of Pennsylvania.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Talk to me.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Being chased out left, and his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To pass, Flacco. And that's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Passing play, Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen but 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. They'll run with White, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
36.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Trubisky now off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
64,
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Check. Crunch. 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 Hey, check.
Second down and goal. Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, a run with Lindsey. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
That's it. Big hit.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's 17-7. And an update from out west in Oakland. It's the Chiefs that have jumped out to the early lead against the Raiders. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. We have hit halftime.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Like 80. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Rocket.
On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Flacco. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point safely through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Flacco. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
God, Seth, wait. Ready. Right there. Blue there.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. Complete out right to Jake Butt. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Flacco. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Hey, Foxtrot. 58, Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Flacco. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. They find some open field here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Check nickel, nickel. Check 26, check 26. Chopper, chopper. Lock in, lock in. Check 37.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, let's go. 2-2-2. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago 1st.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. On the handoff, it's Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 27 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now Flacco. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll make it 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Regular.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Flacco now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Sanders has it over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Flacco. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Here's Flacco. pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Flacco now on fourth. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.